Don't mind my shirt, my collar area. I took a sink shower for my face. But I finally got around to watching the Devil May Cry anime. We remember how this came out a couple months ago, and, I talked about how I wanted to watch it. I've played the Devil May Cry mainline series, but my thing was, I just didn't have Netflix. You just can't get around that. I didn't want to pay the subscription. But now things have changed. I still don't pay Netflix, my girlfriend does, but I actually got around to watching it, and not gonna lie, there was a lot of criticism with the show. It only has 2 seasons out right now. But even with all the criticism, it was still kind of enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, nothing about that is canon whatsoever, but it was still enjoyable. That's more to say than some certain shows out there that adapted from a video game to a show. But we're gonna move on from that one. Because I'm done talking about that show. Listen, when it comes to the characters, Dante, Virgil, Lady, Arius, it's so interesting. Dante seems to still be somewhat, I guess you could say, somewhat the same. I know there's some differences, but again, this is its own original adaptation, its own original storyline. So, whatever, all right? At this point, I'm just glad we're getting some Devil May Cry content. I'm not too mad about how Dante is portrayed. I'll be honest. There was some moments where I'm like, I feel like this guy could use Trickster. I feel like this guy could use a holy water blessing. Like, I feel like this guy could just royal guard this right now. But like I said, I'm not going to be too picky, because it's Devil May Cry content. I mean, it's been, 7 years? So I'll excuse it for now. Virgil, on the other hand, like I said, original adaptation, its own storyline. The way they adapted his side of the story is kind of irks me. The fact that when they went to his flashback of his childhood, they kind of portrayed Dante as the favorite child, which rubbed me the wrong way.
What did he say?
Because that's just not how it went. And for Virgil, I mean, it's kind of the same. He thought his mother abandoned him. But, oh wait, no. Actually, no. He saw his mother die right in front of him. That's different. That's different. But the fact that he worked for Mundus intentionally was kind of rubbing me the wrong way.
What did he say?
Like I said, though, original storyline, original adaptation. So, can't really complain. It was still kind of faithful to who Virgil is. He's all about power. He wants his own strength in a way where he silently wants to be able to have that strength to protect others. That's fine. But my thing is, when we get to Lady, why did they make her an IDF soldier? They made her an Israel Defense Force commander. I said it. Holy smokes. This girl wasn't. Yo. I'm trying to think of words that I can say to further push my. It's not even an agenda, right? Because this is actually happening in the anime. Like, you could just tell. Her father was literally going down a spiral, ate some demon flesh, turned into a demon himself. And she used that. Not even before that. Because even before, she was low-key, like, hating on demons. Which is understandable. I mean, they're kind of violent. There's not a lot of good ones out there. But holy smoke, she had no mercy for them. Even when they showed the rabbit's backstory when he went through the portal and he's a human himself, and the IDF cornered them in that warehouse. Yo, she could have. I mean, you could read the room a little bit better. But holy smokes, her character was low-key unlikable for the first season and a half. I would say it wasn't until she finally stepped away right at the Capitol fight when Dante was fighting Virgil. I'd say that's when she was starting to get likable, because then she was like, I'm only here because Dante's here, which is understandable. I mean, it's Dante. But man, her character rubbed me the wrong way. She was cursing so much. Honestly, I don't remember her cursing that much in 3. I mean, she only has 2 lines of dialogue in 5, so I can't even count that. 4, I mean, she was just eye candy the entire game. I'm not gonna even lie. I don't even know if she talked that game. And another character that rubbed me the wrong way, it's not even the character himself. It's just the portrayal of Sparta. They made this guy seem like a deadbeat. They made it seem like he abandoned his family for some other cause, for a personal motivation. even if you play the games, right? I haven't read the novels. There's probably an actual explanation for that, right? But in the games, you could kind of like infer. I'm gonna use some big vocabulary here. You could kind of infer that he might have went somewhere else for bigger cause. I don't think he's dead. He might be dead, but I don't think he's dead. I think he might be somewhere because he's the only person that could be at that place. Kind of like a guardian of some sort. I mean, there's no way he went back and turned evil again. There's no way. He's already done too much to go back to the demon side. The fact that there's so many convenient locations in the games where his influence has been placed at, I just don't think he's in one spot. Because he's literally, I mean, the demon of justice. This guy is protecting humans. How is he going to protect humans sitting in his fucking 3-story mansion, his blonde, busty wife with his 2 perfect twins? First of all, where'd he get the money to do all that? That's one. 2, he can't do that, be living in that perfect nuclear family, right? White picket fence and all, and still protect all humans from the demons. There's no way. He has to be somewhere out there, either in the Earth realm, the demon realm, and he's got to be protecting somebody. But this anime made him seem like a deadbeat. He literally just left there. He went to go grab milk and cigarettes and never came back. This guy is so fucking cool. We don't even know his lore for real. We just know he betrayed Mundus and he sealed off the pathway between the human realm and the demon realm. That's all we know about him. But he's still so cool. Like, I mean, that's it. That was honestly my biggest complaint about the anime. They made him seem like a deadbeat. And that black dude that looks like the other dude from Tekken, is that the same black dude from Devil May Cry 5 that gives Dante his contracts? Because I'm not going to lie, I feel like I heard that name somewhere, and I'm just too lazy to do the background checks for that. But I feel it just, oh man. I genuinely turned my brain off, and I was like, this is nice. 7 years since Devil May Cry 5, by the way. But hopefully, you know, something good comes out of it. Maybe a new game. And that's another thing, too. When I finished Season 2, and they said final season coming soon, all I can think of was, where's Nero? Where's Kyrie? Where's Trish? Where are they? They are actually important. I'm pretty sure something going on in season 3. Like who's gonna be is it gonna be another moment where like Virgil summons the Qliphotep, you know, Arkham is actually like the antagonist again like he was? I don't know, man. How is it gonna be the final season? We don't have some like beloved characters. I will say this though, watching the anime made me want, keyword, made me want. Not need, didn't make me for sure, but it made me want to replay the games. I'm not going to do that. I'll be real. I'm not doing that. But you know what? After everything, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the Devil May Cry anime. Like I said, I enjoyed it. It's not the best piece of media, but it's better than that Halo show. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.